Torrential rain and lightning forced the Wizards off the practice field early Monday morning. Before the team headed into the weight room, Wizards captain Jimmy Conrad and some of his teammates took a few minutes to watch some game film from yesterday's loss to Chicago. After practice today, I talked with Wizards assistant coach Kerry Zavagnin.
All right, Kerry, coming off a disappointing 2-0 loss yesterday against Chicago. Not the kind of result you were looking for, but what were some positives you guys were able to take out of the game after reviewing the tape?
Well, we put the guys through a pretty tough 2-week period with the bye week we had, and obviously a new staff coming in place. Physically, we had run them through the paces during that period, and I think we showed a little bit of fatigue during the course of the game, but some of the positives are that we had a series of guys, a few guys that really responded and kind of took the game by the scruff of the neck and responded well. And so that's something to build on. We have some good personalities and some good, strong mentalities within the team. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough players with that on the day.
And I heard Peter say that after the game as well, that the level of fitness needed to be improved still. How do you guys go about achieving that? Is it a matter of some more two-a-day practices, more post-conditioning work like we saw after one of the practices last week with the push-ups and pull-ups on the goal? How do you go about getting this team more fit as the season continues on?
Well, it's difficult at this period of the season to really hammer them away with continuous two-a-days. That work is usually left for the preseason. And so we need to be very careful and kind of toe that line carefully in terms of how much workload we give them. With the bye week, we were able to give them a little bit more, but as we move forward a little bit, I think it's important that we don't overload them to the point of exhaustion on the weekend. And be a little bit more careful with that. But having said that, we need to get some foundation in place and an idea of where we're going, and we're starting to build on that.
All right, back to the game yesterday. It was the first start of the season for Kurt Morsink in the midfield. How did you think he did?
Kurt did a good job. For not having played much this season, I believe he played 11 minutes up until this point. Kurt's done well over the course of the last 2 weeks in terms of understanding what's required in that position. And so I take my hat off to him as the rest of the staff does in terms of the effort that he put into the game. I think that's something that he can build on and we can build on with him.
Yesterday was also Zoltan's debut for the Kansas City Wizards, and I know he was disappointed with the red card, got him taken out of the game early. He'll obviously have to miss the game next weekend, but it seemed like he made an impact right away when he came in.
Yeah, he as soon as he entered the game, he kind of performed the way that we had expected. And as we said when he first came here, it's not something that he's going to save the day, but he's going to offer something that we don't have up front at the moment. That's not saying that Josh Wolf didn't have an outstanding game. Adam Chrisman, performed fairly well during the course of the game. But Zoltan brings a different element, and technically he's very clean. I think everybody can see that off the bat. And for him playing his first game in Major League Soccer and having adapted to the new culture, the new league, and the new team, I think he accounted himself fairly well. Having said that, it's disappointing for him and for us that he got the red card.
Next game Saturday night, 9:30 Central Time at San Jose. Wizards obviously looking to get back on the winning track. Give us a little scouting report on San Jose here about 5 days away from your next game.
Well, the initial thoughts on San Jose, having watched them a few times now, is that they have some good players within the team. They have some experienced players with Joe Cannon in the back, Bobby Convey, and Darren Huckerby, some quality players throughout their lineup. I think what they're missing right now is kind of the winning mentality. And if you look back at their last game against Columbus, there was a period where they played awfully good soccer at times, and after they gave up the goal, they kind of resorted back to their mentality, and that's what happens, I think, when you don't have as much success as you would like. And certainly, I think we're going through a little string of that right now. And as we move forward and we look at San Jose, we're kind of in similar boats with that mentality. And I think it's up to us to kind of impose our will on them and go from there.
All right, Kerry, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Reporting from the Wizards Swope Park Training Facility, I'm Dave Borchardt for HillcrestRoadBlog.com.